Hello, my name is Dr. Roland Weldon, and I work for the Technology in Motion program from the State Department of Alabama. Uh, my job has been fantastic. I'm a professional development trainer for the last 8 years for the program, and prior to that, I was a special areas teacher and a computer teacher. So I've been in education for roughly 23 years. I really enjoy the Google Apps for Educator component as we've been integrating it in many of our school systems. I work in 21 school systems right now, and of those, 17 of them are using Google. So I'm very excited for it because of the accessibility of Chromebooks in our schools, and they're cost efficient. Combining that with Google Classroom, we're now having an LMS-like form that can be utilized with our students. So with that in mind, I'm just really excited about using this, and I've continued to use it in my school. So the lesson I'm about to show you is going to be kind of brief, but it kind of harps on my background in special areas as well. We're looking at differentiating the instruction. So one of my training sessions that I currently have going on is a PLU for administrators. They have to go through training. Every time they have to go through one a year, basically. And so I'm basically hosting this for about 3 school systems as we're leaders. And we're using Google Classroom as our delivery system. So we're showing them how to use Google Classroom. And inside of there, I made a digital unit. And I'm focused on differentiation of instruction. But not only that, but I'm also looking at the differentiation of curriculum materials, and then finally, even the assessment tool. So doing that in Google Classroom, it can be done. So what we're showing you first is we use a tool from Alabama called the Alabama Virtual Library. And when I click through it, and I go to the student resources, the elementary levels where we'll start. And so when we're showing students that they're doing an assignment on Helen Keller, we're doing research on Helen Keller, we want to be able to differentiate the readability of the content. Okay, so inside of AVL, we're able to do that. Very straightforward. So our students have the necessary tools so that they can independently work. So right now, if I type in Helen Keller, okay, and then here you'll see the different levels, elementary, middle, and high school. So it differentiates the content depending on the level of the student's abilities. So from here, when I click on Helen Keller, you'll notice that I have a level 1 elementary, but also it has the read aloud part. So we focus on digital content that we're incorporating in classroom, but we're making sure that students can independently work too. So from there, if I needed more complex content, I could go level 2. So this is much more complex. The ability to have it read aloud or translated for my ESL students is still here. That's very important for my learners in the schools that we are going to currently. So there's your content. Now, the activity the students do, right? We're trying to make it where they turn them in and submit them. And this would be the handout. But we took it another step and we differentiated the questions. So there are 3 different levels of questions here. And each level is much more complex. So we're challenging the students on their level, but also coincides with the content from the Alabama Virtual Library website. Okay, so that's kind of a nice parallel view of taking content instruction to the assessment. So that is what we did there. Now the third thing, and this is the one I really like, is the ability to take a quiz and differentiate the quiz. Inside of Google Forms, there is a way to make a test, which a lot of people have been doing. But what we really want them to do is we want to find out what they don't know so that we can address it within the assessment. Fantastic idea. So we're going to do that. So I basically am signing up for a quiz. And when I hit next, I'm just going over the first test question to let you see the outcomes results. So when I go here, my first question is, where was Helen Keller born? Now, if a student knows this and they get it correct, and it would be Tuscumbia, it would prompt them to question number 2. Okay? But we don't want that. Well, we do kind of want that, but we want to see what happens when they get it wrong. If I click on Tuscumbia or Tuscaloosa instead, which is incorrect, when I hit next, the student will have got it wrong, but they're prompted to go to a video and remediation questions after the video. And there are lesser points available for 1B and 1C. Okay, so you see that they'll get another opportunity here. If they get this one wrong, then it goes on to question number 2. And they will not get any points for this. So this differentiation quiz is a great way to help my special area students as well. So in a nutshell, I was just covering real quick Google Classroom, delivery of digital content, differentiation of that content, differentiation of that document that is put into an assignment, and then finally a quiz at the end that if the students get it all right, they'll just go 1 through 10. But if they miss anything, they have to branch off and watch more tutorials. So this is going to be a great tool that we can also use in math and science, and this can go all the way up to the high school level. So thank you for your time. I just wanted to show you some of the stuff we're doing in our schools with technology in motion, and I'm Dr. Weldon, and thank you again for watching my video.